Hey guys, it's James from the Chart Guys. It's Wednesday, September 21st. I'm going to do my nightly view on commodities. I normally do them separately, but tonight I'm going to do them together because of some time constraints. Let's start with gold. So I mentioned yesterday's video for the setup for today that I was leaning bullish and I was expecting a big move. And again, the reason why was you saw all these red days and you didn't see any two green days in a row. Same thing here, same thing here. Same thing here, same thing here. So it's very similar setup. And what these spikes were economic events like today. Obviously, we had the FOMC announcement that there'd be no Fed rate hike, and also Bank of Japan saying that they wouldn't really make any changes to their rates. But here was bad non-farm payroll numbers. This was Brexit. This was the Federal Reserve decision not to hike rates back on 7/27. This was Lael Brainard making dovish statements about future rate hikes, and this was obviously today of there being no rate hike. So what I was watching on the daily is we started seeing declining volume, and it just seemed like it was setting up just like the other days that I had played gold bullish in. So I was leaning bullish, and I did take a position in miners, and you can see this huge green candle on volume. And what's good news for the bulls is that we have closed above all moving averages again. So we've closed above the 50 MA here, and so we'll look for some more upside. See how much upside we had in the past. So here we had a lot of upside, some consolidation upside. Some upside. Here we had some upside, and then obviously that didn't really follow through too much, but just one more day. So we'll watch to see how much upside we have here. With bulls closing near the end of the day, it looks very strong. Miners just went on a tear today, obviously as a result of that. So on the hourly, saw this huge volume coming in. And we closed near the high of the day. So I'm looking for some bullish continuation tomorrow in miners. The next price level of resistance to look for is the low of this candle here on the hourly, which is let's see here. This is 22.52. So 22.50 is where we hit to today. So 22.50, 22.52 will be our next resistance levels. At open, you can see some profit taking if we gap up. So look for some profit taking, and then possibly a re-entry point for those who missed this run. But yeah, what a great day in miners, and as expected, the gold bulls did follow through after no rate hike. This chart just set up wonderfully, and a lot of people were able to profit in the Chart Guys chat room based on the chart I posted last night about what I expected to happen. And it's just history repeating itself, and I'll play this pattern every time until this pattern breaks or there's something different. And on the daily, we're close to a bullish MACD, which we haven't had in a while. So we'll see how much more upside gold has. And let's check out oil. Oil, I redrew my my uptrend and downtrend lines after the low of this candle was defended by I think 6 cents. So this was 43, and we closed right here at 43.06, and bulls showed up. And we're still in this equilibrium pattern of low, high, higher, low, lower, high, higher, low. And so now that we've closed above the middle Bollinger Band, which we haven't had in some time since back on the 8th of this month, we'll see how much further we can go. We'll look for resistance and rejection here, possibly for a pullback. A break above out of this is bullish, but obviously to break out of the equilibrium pattern, we need to break above the high of this candle, which is 47.75. We're quite a ways away from there, but after some huge bullish action in oil, it's not out of the realm of possibility. Yesterday I mentioned that this candle looked very bullish on increasing volume, so that this was a big win for bulls to show up and defend the low of this candle of $43. So we'll see how much more upside oil has, and everything looks good right now. after no rate hikes. It seems like oil, the markets, gold, everything's rallying minus the dollar. And you can see opposite is you can see the dollar weakness today on the daily. Got rejected from the 200 MA and tons of downside. So it looks like it's squeezing in between the 200 and the 100 MA, and we'll see if the price gets tighter or if we lose one of the MAs. Dollar drop below the 200 MA will be a loss of all moving averages on the daily. So keep that in mind. Nat gas. And Nat gas showed more strength today than I expected. We have a doji today to close the day. Again, I became long-term bullish in Nat gas when this long-term weekly downtrend line was broken on the daily. Let me show it on the weekly so you can kind of take a look at this. So you can see this weekly downtrend line here, and it broke through it again last week on increase in volume. So that was very telling that bulls are showing up, and you can see the increasing volume as the price action moves up, and you can see the follow through this week on the incredible bullish break of this downtrend line. So on the daily, don't be stuck. All right. So on daily, we have a doji. I wanted some pullback, honestly, because of the inventory reports tomorrow at 10:30. I don't want to be going into inventory reports straight up because it's really hard to sustain a move all the way up like that. Not saying it's out of the realm of impossibility, because you could see the move on the daily here. This has started back in 525, and just that gas went straight up. But ideally for me, I like when on moves up, bullish, I like it when it consolidates and then stair steps up. And the reason why is it helps to establish this support again, just in case it retraces back down. You can know where there's support levels. If there's not a lot of support, you could see just as a fast of a drop as it goes up on the rally. So we'll see what happens with nat gas inventory reports. It is a doji, but look, bulls came and bought the dip. And let me see if I can see anything on the hourly. So hourly, looks like we're in an equilibrium pattern. We have this high, low, lower high so far. We'll see if we set a higher low and see if we break out or not. Looks like the MACD is getting close on the hourly to crossing back up. We do have a long upper wick doji on the hourly, and we'll see how it opens at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Again, a great day today for those who already had a plan in place for how to play the markets on BOJ and FOMC. For those who did catch that gold miner bull run, that was pretty impressive. And the way I was playing SPY, as I share this in the chat room as well, is I had these hourly trend lines here, and I've been playing it every day off the top and bottoms with long and short positions. What I've been doing really is off the bottom mainly, is I've been shorting UVXY because of the moves, the percentage moves it has, because it's a 3x ETF. And so before Janet Yellen, right when I mentioned in the chat room that it was bouncing right off the uptrend line again, I took UVXY puts, and they paid off very handsomely today. So that's how I played SPY. Bullish is I went and bought UVXY puts, which is volatility, which plays on volatility. So it's broken out of this pattern now, and very bullish with all this volume, all this bull volume, and it's closed at the high of the day basically. So it's closing with some strength, so we'll probably look for a continuation again. So everything again is bullish. Hope everyone has a good night. Sorry my videos are a little rushed today. I have some things to do, but I will see you guys tomorrow. Have a good one.